Here is a very common question type, which is factorization. Part A, 4m squared minus 9. And then 4m squared and 9 are both a square term, so we are going to use identity. Just some revision. Identity we know the first one, and also the second one, a minus b bracket square is a squared minus 2ab, and then plus b squared. And finally, a plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. If we recognize it's any format in right hand side, we can change it to left hand side format. This process is called factorization. And then it's because 4 and 9 are both square numbers, so and only two terms, I recognize it is the third one. That's why I try to write something square minus something square first. And then you have to think what inside will give you 4m squared here. Then you should put 2m. And what square give you 9, which is 3. So that's why we change it to left hand side format now. It should be a bracket times a bracket. Something plus something, something minus something. Then you fill in the blank. I strongly suggest you to write in this order, but not just from left and right. Nothing we can do next, so we finish part A. Part B. 2m squared plus 7mn minus 15n. We don't find any common part between part A and B, so it's independent part. This is m squared n, mn, n. We will find that n are common in all terms. That's why we should extract n first. Then we get 2m squared plus 7m minus 15. After we extract n, we find that this is a quadratic expressions. And then we may use cross method to factorize it. Or some of you use calculator tricks, it's still fine. Up to you. And then in a draft, the cross method is 2m squared. We consider the first term. We also consider the last term. We have to brainstorm what times what will give us 2m squared. So 2m times m. And at the same time, we have to brainstorm anything multiplied together will give us negative 15. So maybe we try negative 1 and 15. But it's not enough because we just fulfilled this requirement and this requirement. We still need to consider if we expand it, the middle term, is that positive 7m. If it is not, then we have to try another combination. So the test method is a cross method. 2 times 15 will get 30m. And then minus 1m, which is 29m. That's why it's not the same here. This guessing is wrong. We have to try another combination. And then maybe I try 5 and 3. Maybe this one is negative. So we got negative 10m plus 3m, which is negative 7m. It's really close, but it's still not the same because our answer is positive result. So that's why we change a little bit. Positive 5 and negative 3. That's why we get positive 7m now. So the first factor is this bracket. Another factor is this bracket. We just write down our answer. 2m minus 3 times m plus 5. Again, you have to check very carefully. Inside each bracket, already power of 1. So we can't further factorize. We finish part B. Finally, part C, 4m squared minus 9 and then minus 2m squared minus 7mn plus 15n. The first part is part A, while the second group is part B. So we just use our result. 2m plus 3, 2m minus 3. And then left hand side, beware that it's not exactly the same. Positive, positive, negative. But this sequence is negative, negative, positive. So we extract negative first. That's why this part are exactly the same as what we have in part B. That's why we can use the result in part B. Even though you don't know how to solve part B, just simply write down some rubbish answer and then show us that you replace it by your answer. So this kind of logic will give you 1 method marks. After that, as usual, we are going to extract the common factor. We find that 2m minus 3 are common, so our target is take out this one. We write down the common factor in left hand side, 2m minus 3. And then we prepare a large bracket, a middle bracket, to put everything left inside. For the first term, we move this bracket, so only this bracket is left. For the second term here, this bracket is removed, negative n, and this bracket is left. So we write down negative n and also n plus 3. 5. After that, there may be something we can simplify, so we may just remove the brackets, see whether we can simplify them. What inside this bracket is 2n plus 3 minus nm minus 5n. We find that all 4 terms are unlike terms. That means you can't combine together. So we will consider this is the simplified result. That's how you get all 4 marks.